Hey, Bill Seith here with BusinessIdeas.Academy. I want to talk to you guys today about lawn care and landscaping business. The Lawn Ranger in Pronto was my first business right out of high school. During high school, I worked at a golf course doing everything the greenskeeper told me to do. I learned, about watering and fertilizing to mowing fine Bermuda grass that blanketed the greens. I mowed them each morning. And in the afternoons, I'd climb aboard a tractor with a bush hog on the back, and I would mow endless roughs down 18 different fairways, to about 6 inches tall. I had a lot of time to think while I was out there on that tractor, and I often thought about starting my own lawn care company. Fast forward a couple of years later, and the Lawn Ranger in Pronto was born. I started it on a shoestring with a buddy of mine, and we had a Chevy pickup with a 3 on the tree, a Snapper 30-inch riding lawnmower, a freaking push mower, a weed eater, and a backpack blower. That was about it. We would mow, edge, trim, and blow lawns from dawn until dusk. Now, did I mention we were in Tampa, Florida? It was freaking hot. We kept that company going for about 3 years, right up until about the time I joined the Navy. I'm not going to lie and tell you it wasn't a struggle. And, I had no business experience back then and made some huge mistakes that, only a 20-something year old could make. Now that you've heard my story starting a lawn care and landscaping company, I'll give you my thoughts on starting this kind of company today. I think what I'd like to focus on for the purposes of this post is the demand for lawn care services. Whenever you're considering a business model, the first thing you want to do is discover if there's a demand for your product or service, right? The only way to do this is to conduct primary and secondary research. Now, secondary research is the easy kind. Secondary research is basically information that you can find that someone else has created, right? It could be a white paper, a survey, maybe demographic studies, or a keyword analysis. You just fire up the old computer and do some Google searches about the business you're considering. Since the internet is such a huge part of our lives, it's an obvious place to begin. Primary research, on the other hand, is conducted by you interacting directly with your potential customer segments. That means that you have to get face-to-face with other people, right? That's why I say that the secondary research is easy than primary, because you actually got to get out and talk to people, not just anyone, but people who you think are your potential customers. And you can do this by creating a simple flyer offering a lawn mowing special, right? And print off 100 copies and go drop them off at houses in a target neighborhood. All right, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I don't even have a mower. Well, that's okay. If you get 5 people to respond and want your services, you simply thank them for their interest, and in responding to your survey, you let them know that you're basically conducting some primary research for your company, and that you'll give them a call once you get your company launched. Getting back to secondary research, it's more likely that you'll conduct this type of research first because, well, like I said, it's easy, right? I did a simple keyword search and found some very encouraging results. So I use SEMrush to do a lot of my internet research, and it's great. They've got a great a keyword research tool. And, I found out that more than 30,000 searches are conducted each month for the term lawn care services. Okay. In addition to that, more than 14,000 searches are conducted each month for the keyword phrase lawn care services near me. And what this tells me is that people hate to mow their own grass. All right. And if people hate to mow their own grass, they're looking for somebody else to do it for them. So my initial, analysis tells me that there is plenty of business out there for a lawn care and landscaping business. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is study the competition. Don't worry if you find lots of competition out there, and begin to think that there's no meat left on the bone for you. That's not how I see it. Competition lets you know there's a market for your services out there, right? So learn everything you can about the competition and then build a better business model. Your goal is to build a value proposition that wins more business than your competition, all right? I suggest you sign up for my free e-course on business model generation. Click the link below now to get registered.